Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. Joe and Becky are again with us tonight at South Campus for Revival Nights. We'll look forward to seeing you there. But right now, I want to talk to you about a promise that is almost beyond comprehension. Exodus chapter 19, beginning with verse 1. In the third month after the Israelites left Egypt, on the very day they came to the desert of Sinai. After they had set out from Rephidim, they entered the desert of Sinai, and Israel camped there in the desert in front of the mountain. Then Moses went up to God. Now there's an incredible thought. Moses went up to God. And the Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you are to say to the house of Jacob, and what you are to tell the people of Israel." Now listen to this. "You yourselves have seen what I did in Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself." Wow. Brought you to myself. God said, I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you will obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all the nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words you are to speak to the Israelites. What an incredible set of truths. God said, I brought you to myself. He brings us out of sin. Egypt is a type of sin in the Bible. He brings us out of sin to bring us to himself. And then he looks at us and says, you will be my treasured possession. Now the whole earth is mine. You will be my treasured possession. He said, for me, you will be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Now, take that and put that with 1 Peter 2, verse 9. As Peter tells us that we are a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. God hasn't changed in how he feels toward his people. Remember, we have been grafted in. As believers, we have been grafted into the olive tree. These things are true for us. You are God's treasured possession. Think of that. This is almost beyond comprehension. That God looks at me and you and says, you are my treasured possession. That God looks at us as the church and says that we are a kingdom of priests, that we are a holy nation. These are beautiful truths. You just need to sit around and meditate on that all day today. God's not mad at you. God's not angry at you. If you want to know how God feels towards you, he treasures you. You are his treasured possession.